Hey guys, back for another video, and today I will be explaining and unboxing the Reklez Suspension shock extender kit for a 7 to 13 Silverado Sierra. In this first box we have the actual shock extenders themselves. Comes with two, of course, because that's how many you have standard OEM. As you notice, the driver's side will have a longer shock extender. That's because there's some sort of Chevy lean that on your Silverado, once it's dropped, it has a natural lean towards the driver's side. They say this is because of the combination of the driver weight and the gas tank. It could be other things, I could be wrong, but the driver's side has a slightly longer shock extender. This is what they look like. Nothing too crazy. Pretty heavy, pretty sturdy. As you can see, it comes with like a sort of lip. I'm not too sure what these little end pieces are for, but they mount up to your factory shock bracket. It just extends the shock extender, the shock mount, so you have more travel. So when you're lower, the shock is compressed because the diff is closer to the ground and the bed is closer to the ground. But with these shock extenders, it will allow more travel, more play, so you'll have more cushion in your actual shocks, more absorption. It's supposed to come all together in one box, this box, but there was some sort of mistake and I didn't get all the hardware needed. See, it comes with your bolts, your washers, your nuts, and that's what this second box was for. I was missing a whole bunch of nuts, so this is just all these nuts. Comes with 4 washers or spacers. You're gonna put these between your actual shock. So down here at the bottom, it looks like it tapers just a bit, and that's what these spacers are for. You'll put them between the actual shock, so you can fit your shock in here. 2 spacers, and it just helps it stay in place, keeps it firm. Tons of bolts and nuts. I think you'll need every single one of them. There is some drilling that's recommended. So this box comes with instructions and a receipt. And in the instructions, it's printed out very ugly. It's gonna be hard to tell, kind of hard to see. But in the instructions, right here on number 4, install driver's side extender, 1/2-inch bolt nuts, and nuts go where the original bolts were. 3/8 will need to be drilled to install all hardware. So that's just a good look at the instructions. Nothing down here. Reklez, their phone number and their hours, and then here are the actual instructions. I'll show you that for a little bit. You can pause and read. 2 shock extenders, hardware, nuts and bolts. Make sure it's jacked up, removed, blah, 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 blah. So I guess that's what this little lip is for. You're supposed to drill into the actual factory shock mount, shock placement from the factory on your differential to give it that third or second, piece of grip. Because it's going to be mounted right here at the top to your factory shock mount, but then, or the other way around I should say, right here through the factory shock mount, and then you're going to drill the factory shock mount and put this third bolt. Right here we're in the back of my mom's Suburban. Let's see if I could probably show you what I'm talking about. Oh well, I forgot they have control arms. My truck's too low to go under right now. But you don't have to drill the 3/8 bolt. It should be fine with just, you know, the one bolt that goes where the factory shock mount is, and you should be good to go. Like I said, the second box is just the extra hardware that they forgot to send me. And that's it. Other than that, it's a easy process. You can do it at home. It should only take an hour, 2 hours tops. Very self-explanatory. There's only a total of like 6 or 8 bolts and nuts, so you really can't get anything confused, mixed and matched. Even without instructions, you know, only the big bolt fits through right here. Obviously the smaller bolts go here or somewhere else. And that's Reklez's shock extender kit. It was $112 final price to ship it here in Houston, Texas. And I would say it feels, you know, strong and sturdy. The welds look good, painted and coated so it won't rust or deteriorate. And check back on the channel for a part 2 once they're on and installed, and how they look, how they function, and my final review. Thanks.